So Kristen and Tegan are asleep, and I have ventured out to the main square of the city to look for some dinner and to see what other kind of fun things are happening. It seems like there's a lot of commotion. This is kind of like the center of the city, and I think it's particularly lively at night from what I've read and from what I can see right now. I like Marrakesh already. This is awesome. Oh, no thanks.
Not panic, it's organic.
No, it's okay.
Where are you from?
USA.
Nice people, but bad president.
Oh yeah, great.
Donald Trump is horrible.
It's actually the first comment about Trump we've had on the whole trip. Oh, no thanks. Seems there's a bit of a debate as to who has the more aggressive touts, Fez or Marrakesh. Fez will be tough to beat, but already encountered a few in like 5 minutes of walking around here. No thank you. Oh, no thanks. Oh, full. Already ate. Alright, so we're now in Marrakesh. This is our first full day here. Last night I went out when Kristen and Tegan slept, but this is our first peak of the daytime. This is the Medina, which means there are no cars, although there are quite a bit of motorbikes, which I could probably do without. Kind of annoying as they like whiz by you and they make a lot of noise, but what can you do?
It smells.
Other than that, it's just all pedestrians, and it's pretty hectic. Lots of stuff going on in every direction. I guess it's a little bit like Fez and the Medina there, except here it's a little bit more open. In Fez it was very, very narrow, almost claustrophobic. And yeah, we're gonna walk around all day, check out the sights, and see how we like Marrakesh. First impression though for me is pretty awesome.
Tegan likes it too.
Okay, so we're now at the Badia Palace, one of the sights to see here in Marrakesh. Here it is. Looks like it was pretty extravagant back in its heyday. It says that mainly now it's basically just ruins because its contents were kind of raided and brought to the palace in Meknes. That's where we were before in the trip. But it's still worth it just to come in and kind of walk around and take some pictures. So that's what we're doing now. And we climbed up on the terrace here for a good view. You can also see the Atlas Mountains. And here's a view in the other direction from the terrace. This is over the Medina. We're staying somewhere in there.
Just another day, we're excited.
Kristen's not sure if she can do this or not. Basically a tightrope walk.
I did it.
Alright, so behind me is something called the minbar, which is from mosque. At first I thought it said mini bar, which I thought would be weird. Why would a mosque need a mini bar? But nonetheless, it's called a minbar. We still don't know what a minbar is, but it was pretty cool looking. It is considered a masterpiece of medieval woodworking. Like most places, I don't really understand why you can't take photos or video. I mean, you could just Google it and see what it looks like.
We are now in the underground jail, and from what we read is that apparently every Friday the governor would come here and he would give out the orders as to what the people's punishments would be. It said that they tried to keep prisoners for no longer than 15 days, and at that point they would have to figure out whether they were guilty or not guilty. And the punishment, if they were guilty, would be either to get both their arms cut off, or one arm, one foot, or they would get lashings and get beaten with a stick or a rod, or they get branded with a hot iron. If they were considered not guilty, then they would be set free. Guilty! No!
Alright, we're now at the Saadian tombs, and this place wasn't even discovered until the beginning of the 20th century. Its doors were kind of locked shut for hundreds of years and it was totally untouched, so that's pretty cool. That's totally in contrast to the Badia Palace, which we just came from, where it was raided and it's basically just a set of ruins. There's a lot of like really nice tile work here that you can see, and of course tombs. We don't know who's buried here yet. And the Moroccan tiles are called zellige.
Look at the intricate detail.
Les fils ou les petits-fils de ceux chassés de l'Andalousie. Parce qu'il y avait un nettoyage
That's awesome.
en 1609. On a rasé toutes les familles juives séparées musulmanes d'Andalousie. C'était vraiment le grand nettoyage.
Quite a resting place.
Ils avaient la catholique 1492, 1609, nettoyage catastrophique.
This is
Nous parlons
beautiful.
pas de ce que
So we weren't talking much in that last video, mainly because we knew that there was a line of people behind us waiting their turn to see it.
So this here behind me is the Bab Agnau entrance to the Kasbah district of the Medina, and it's by far the most impressive entrance to the Medina. Pretty cool, I guess. Alright, so we're now in Jemaa el-Fnaa Square. This is the heart and soul of Marrakesh. I was here last night for dinner when Tegan and Kristen were sleeping. It was pretty crazy then. I kind of thought you had to be here at nighttime for it to be crazy, but as you can see, it's not night and it is already crazy. We've already been approached by monkeys and snakes, and there are snakes right here.
People have a monkey on a chain over there, like legit. Fucking monkey was like biting his own person. Like, I don't like how they're like, no, he's friendly. Get the fuck out of here. But here they're playing like fish the bottle. This actually looks like fun. So I'm scared to like turn my back that someone's gonna approach me with a monkey or a snake.
This place is unbelievably huge. We've been walking for like a half hour, mostly in one straight direction. It just never ends.
Some beautiful stuff for sale. Right, baby? Alright?
So we've been walking around all day in Marrakesh. We've decided we need a break. So we looked up where we can get a beer, because those places are few and far between. And we found this place. It's pretty nice. And surprisingly enough, I found el-Fna here, which is a great beer. We've stopped at a couple places in Morocco for beer, and it's not been a good selection. It's like Budweiser, Heineken, a couple Moroccan beers, and that's it. So this is the first time I found something that I actually like. So I'm very happy about that. But what's funny is on the walk into this place, we were just outside, and there's another restaurant across the street. And it's very common for the street hustlers to try to like steal you away from other businesses and bring you to theirs. But they were telling us like, oh no, don't go to this place. They serve alcohol. It's bad for families. And they were like pointing at Tegan. We were like, that's exactly why we're coming here, because they serve alcohol.
Well, Tegan has been fussing since we've been in here, so maybe it is bad. Oh no! Oh no! Her first bit of roadkill. Alright, so we're in the main square right now. It's incredibly hectic. We were here like an hour or two before, and there was a person who ran after me with a poisonous snake trying to get money. Was not a fan. And so yeah, are they talking to us, I'm assuming?
Maybe, but who cares?
Well, anyway.
Most can say English.
Yeah. So, oh no thank you. No,
Thank you.
Anyways, this place is very hectic. There's a lot going on. It gives me a little bit of anxiety to have Tegan right now here. And randomly there's just people to ring around a Rosie. Right when I was at my most frightened, there's adults doing drink around the roads that are gonna calm me down. So, anyways, I'm not really frightened. I'm just on high alert right now. I've got a baby in my arms, and there was a poisonous snake in my face before. Not a fan.
A king cobra specifically.
Anyways, I'm complaining. I digress. The place is really cool. There is a cool vibe, even though I was just bitching up a storm. There's a lot of things going on.
Hello.
Oh, hi. There's a lot of stuff going on, but we're just gonna explore. This is how they all do it. They get in front of Justin. Oh, thank you. At least with me, they don't get in my face. I appreciate it. We're not selling our baby. Not for nothing. Not for anything in the whole wide world.
Except for a good price.
No.
Day 2 in Marrakesh. Second full day anyway. We're back in the main square. We're going to walk through the Medina, and we're going to the Majorelle Gardens.
The Majorelle, you said it right.
Yeah.
Alright, we're in the Majorelle Gardens right now, and once again we were able to skip the line because of Tegan. Bamboo is awesome looking. A lot of turds already like carved their names in here.
It's quite a contrast from the craziness of the city. And this is like smack in the middle of the city.
Yeah, and the air quality is already like immediately better. This place is beautiful. There's a lot of different species of cacti here, as you can tell.
Alright, so it's our final day in Marrakesh. We're about to head to the airport in a little bit. We're just killing some time. We checked out of our hotel. Just spending some more time into Medina, doing a little shopping. And this is going to be our last kind of look in the city.